What's up, buddy?
Yo, yo, yo.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I am a-okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you been
can't
doing a little
complain.
homework on that?
Yeah, a little bit.
You ain't been doing
Some
nothing.
some tips and tricks.
You ain't been doing nothing, man.
No, I got some tips and tricks, but here we go. I mean, I haven't been on it daily,
Right.
but one day. Now the issue is, well, I guess it's not an issue. I just switch my headphones over to my phone once you are on the live on TikTok. So it's not really that crazy.
Hmm?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Did you get the invite?
I'm trying to see. I forgot how I got on last time.
Mm,
You shot me the invite?
Yeah, I did. It's actually easier if you watch the live and then once you're in there, it's easy to just invite you. But yeah, I already invited you.
Okay, I'm trying to go to the live.
Okay.
What the hell is that? Oh, hell.
Yep, I invited you.
Hold on. Let me get to you. Cool.
Did you no.
You see me?
I invited you. Okay. Uh think I got you. There you go.
You got your camera messed up though. Oh, that. There you go.
Yeah, I have to switch my headphones to my phone once we go live on TikTok. So, yeah, there we go.
We still we feeling our way, man.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We are feeling our way, brother.
Well, 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 well.
Yeah, so here we are, man. So
Here
here,
we are. How was your day?
it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Worked a little bit, came in a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, buddy. That's pretty much it. Not a whole lot to talk about, you
Yeah.
know. Thank God for that, because you know my stuff can be
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you have a lot to talk about, then that means you're either too social or something bad happened.
right. Exactly.
You know, and
Exactly.
either way, it means you're not working.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So are you able to put topics up there?
Um, I'm able to put the title on
The
the
title.
screen. You know, so I got that on the live, but No, I don't see a way to just like put words up.
What title is up there? I don't see that.
Well, you're not gonna see it. See, I can't even. You know I don't have a stand for my phone. So if let me show you on Facebook. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to try and balance my phone on this.
Why you don't already have a charge?
No, this is my headphones.
Oh, okay.
So
I see what you're
we'll,
saying.
we'll figure it out. It's little things like that. But I'm just going to hold it, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I got my stuff propped up, man.
yeah, I wish I could flip it upside down. Well, let me try. Ooh. No, I'm just upside down.
Come on, man.
No, no. What I was trying to say is I don't think I can add words on the screen. I don't, I don't
What's the
see it.
heading though?
Oh, the heading was toxic women and white baby daddies.
Okay, we can look at that. You
Okay.
know, white baby daddy thing, man. I was doing some soul searching, doing a little research, and you know how the Nick Cannons of the world,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what's his name, Future, a lot of the ball players, Antonio Cromartie when he was playing, how they get a lot of flack, man. They get a lot of flack for having multiple baby mamas, right?
Yeah.
And you know, it's just I don't think it's cool, man, because you know our white counterparts don't get that same kind of attention, man.
Yeah.
So a lot of the cats you probably didn't even know. You know, like Elon Musk got 10 kids with 5 different women.
10 kids with five. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He does have a lot of kids.
Nobody talks about that, but they will crucify Nick Cannon. You know what I mean?
I don't know though, cause Nick Cannon is in a different spotlight.
What you mean?
Elon Musk doesn't have a show called Wild and Out where you wowed out and you bash each other and you have a lot of ratchet fun
Okay, well
and
let's say
uh,
Future
you
then.
know okay, Future. He's got, I don't know how many kids is Future have. Is he up there
He's
with them
got
too?
a bunch of kids with about 3 or 4 different baby mamas, man.
I
But
don't hear nobody uh talk bad about Future and having a lot of
oh
kids.
yeah, they let it be known. They let it be known.
I
Damn,
hear
why
him
you
talk.
want to have keep these women keep having babies with these with Future and da 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 da? Yeah, man.
Uh, I hear them talking about how he doesn't take care of them or something like that.
They talk about him, man. And your argument from Nick Cannon is like don't really make no sense because
What
he's
do you
in a
mean?
different area. He
Well,
still,
yeah,
I mean, when he said I want to have as many kids as I can with men and women, they was on his ass for that, man.
man. That's just because of the spotlight he's in. Like Elon Musk doesn't. Okay, Elon Musk isn't in a um, I don't know. You call it because it's the internet, so everybody's everywhere. But there's sections, right?
Well, what about Mel Gibson?
No, I mean the director.
Yeah, I mean the actor, the director, Mel Gibson,
What do
Clint
you,
Eastwood.
what about them?
I mean, Clint got 8 kids and 6 different baby mamas.
But he's not in. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm trying to say. He's not in a gosh, man. Okay, look, there's Wild and Out, and then there's Tesla. Okay, Wild and Out is on TV, it's on Twitter, it's on YouTube, and they talk about each other and they have a whole lot of fun doing it. So Nick Cannon comes in there, they talk about his wife, they talk about his kids, they talk about all that. Elon Musk runs businesses. He's not lounging around on TV in these forums waiting for people to he's not in any situation or room where people are ribbing him, and they're having fun
Okay, what
and
about Antonio Cromartie, the dude that played pro ball? They used to jack on him for having a bunch of kids and different baby mamas.
who's they though? I don't know who they
I mean, society.
maybe I'm not equipped to have this conversation because I don't know. I didn't know Clint Eastwood had all those kids. I
That's
don't
what I'm
even know
saying. You're really not
who.
equipped to have this conversation, man.
Like
Yeah, you're really
where
not.
do people talk about this?
They just talk about how they have multiple baby mamas and multiple women with these different all these kids.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Not really, bad. Well, they were bashing Antonio Cromartie. They bashed Future, but I mean, my point is that those guys, like you said, you didn't even know Clint Eastwood had that many kids,
Yeah, no, no.
and he's been around longer than both of those guys, and he is, I mean,
But he's
probably overall they're
that's a
more
private
popular.
life. No,
Hmm?
it's a private life. Now popularity is completely different now.
What you mean more? What you mean? That's a private life. What does that mean?
Clint Eastwood has a private life. Nick Cannon, he is
Okay, let's get off Nick Cannon because you just ringing on Nick Cannon.
okay. Okay,
What about
fine,
Eddie
fine.
Murphy?
Okay, Eddie Murphy. Eddie
They
Murphy also has a private life. It's a bit more public than Clint Eastwood's though, but it's
why?
because of the people he's around, the people associated with him, they put more of their lives on social media. So you see a little bit more of Eddie Murphy, even though he's not really posting it himself. Like Will Smith, he posts his life on social media. So you see a lot more of it. There's more to comment on it. Clint Eastwood, he's in movies. You're not gonna leave a comment under a movie because you can't.
Man, I mean, your argument ain't. I mean, these guys are just as popular as, I mean, Clint Eastwood, Mel Gibson, Kevin Costner. These guys are just as popular as Eddie Murphy. Just more white people. You know what I'm saying? They just as popular. They just don't get reamed like the brothers do, man, for having
I
these
don't know.
kids and these different baby mamas.
I don't agree. But so you're trying to say it's well then okay, let's go from that angle. Let's look at who's talking about them having all these kids. Cuz I don't care, but I guess it's people of the same kind, right? You know, if a chocolate M&M has 8 kids, then it's other chocolate M&Ms talking about them. But if a
For the
Skittle
most
has 8
part.
kids, then, chocolate M&Ms don't care about that Skittle having 8 kids.
For the most part, yeah. But I'm just saying, man, it's another example of, you know, the society, kind of taking a hit when, most of the other nationalities don't. You don't even hear about it.
What?
You
Hispanics
didn't know
have
about Elon Musk.
all the jokes are geared, all racist jokes geared towards Hispanics, talking about how they have so many kids and they can fill vans and they're fertile and this and that, blah blah blah.
Yeah, we don't know who they are
Oh,
at
they're
all.
just talked about generally. They're not like celebrities.
I mean, I mean, black people get talked about just as much as uh as Hispanics, though, if not more, if
I
not
don't know.
more.
I don't see it with the celebrities. I don't see how you could see like I think it's obvious why you're gonna have a lot more people talking about Nick Cannon having 50 babies versus Clint Eastwood having 50 babies.
I don't see the difference.
I don't see a difference in them having 50 babies. I see a difference in what they do and who talks about them. The people watching Clint Eastwood, let's say there's a way lower percentage of them watching reality TV and caring about things like that. The people watching Nick Cannon probably triple times the amount of reality TV watchers and people that care about drama and all of this and talk and talk and talk.
I mean, I see your point, man, but you just really not. You're not. Your rebuttal ain't doing nothing with what I'm saying. It's just I think the same, you know, slap in the back and hit in the back with a baseball bat they get that some of these cats get, even just being talked about. nobody talks about the white cats, and they do the same thing. They got a bunch of
I
kids
don't
too.
know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Let's say people talked about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt for adopting all those kids.
Well, yeah, that's a little different. That's
No,
adopted.
why is it different?
I mean, they don't have different multiple baby mamas and baby daddies, man. That's my point. That's what this is about. They only get not if they had 8 kids by one person, nobody would say anything. If they got 8 kids by 5 different women, then
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna be somebody gonna talk about
Okay, well then maybe people are talking about Clint Eastwood having babies. What is it? Babies with multiple women? Is it the
it. I never
same with
heard
Nick Cannon and stuff?
Clint got 8 with 6 baby mamas.
Okay, okay, but maybe people are talking about it. But the people that are talking about it are in different circles.
Hmm. I think I'm pretty diverse, man. You know what I'm
You
saying? I
so
don't just
so okay, okay. So let's
yeah.
say
So if I didn't heard about Nick, I would have, you know, why I haven't heard about Clint and Elon.
you just haven't been invited. Like you're at the cookout while those conversations are happening at the I don't know what would
At
they
the banquet.
at the banquet. Okay, you talking about conversations at the cookout, man. You're not gonna
Hey,
have you and your boys aren't gonna have conversations about why Clint Eastwood has all these babies with all these women.
that's the point. We about to if we gonna talk about Nick having all these kids, I'm about to tell my team, look here, man, we need to talk about Elon having all these kids and these different baby mamas. We gonna talk about Nick.
People do talk about Elon. They talk about every aspect of him because he's really thrusting himself into the spotlight with all of his antics, but and business ventures. But that's Elon and that's Nick Cannon. They put themselves out there. Clint Eastwood, he sticks to movies. He's not riding on social media every day. You don't see updates on him all the time, so his life is private.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
think.
Bro, can you see the comments? I can't see them.
I see Sugar Barbie. She said, "Society doesn't talk about white actresses who have multiple baby fathers."
Okay.
Hmm. Yep. 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 I mean, white actresses who have multiple baby fathers. Are we talking about? Um, I can't name a single one.
I mean, I can't either,
uh,
man.
I can't name a single one.
But I mean, I know about what's her name? Erica Badu, you
Okay.
know,
How
with,
many?
with what 3 kids, 3 daddies, 2 daddies, something
Okay.
like that. Um, yeah.
I don't.
I
I don't
mean,
even get why. I don't know. It's never been a conversation topic for me. So I'm already disconnected because I'm thinking this is a certain type of person that's talking about someone having multiple kids, multiple people.
well, not me either. But that's my point is that I mean, if they talking about one, because a lot of people are. You don't, I don't, but a lot of other people are. And I just think that's another example of how we get so ridiculed versus other people, nationalities, and crap like that. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculed by us though, right? Or are you saying that you see just like the same
Well, I
amount of
mean, we
people?
ridicule about us, and then I'm pretty sure somebody talking behind your back. I'm almost certain. Um, that some of these people are talking behind your back.
Hold on 1 second. Found out how to get this text on here.
Text.
Yeah. I'm working it out right now. The you were talking about getting the topic on the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Let's see. So the topic is are white no. Why don't people talk about no? How do you describe this topic?
Don't worry about it, man. We about to get off of here in a minute.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I'll put up the next topic on the screen.
Let's talk
I'm
about this, man. Let's
okay.
talk about great people,
Great
great
people.
individuals.
Mhm.
You're a great individual, but you're not a good partner. You're not a good girlfriend. You're not a good boyfriend.
Great
You're
people,
not a
bad
good
partners.
husband. You're not a good wife. This is something that really, really exists, man. And well, let me ask you: can you just by that topic? Can you elaborate on that at all?
Well, great people, bad partners in
Great people,
anything
bad partners. No, 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 no. In relationships,
in relationships.
great people,
Yeah.
great people, man. Just a great person, just but a bad. Um, well, I'm not gonna say bad, but your window is smaller
Yeah.
when it comes to being a partner because of the stuff that you do or the stuff that you don't do.
I don't know. Let's say somebody is I don't know, let's say Batman. Batman's a great person, but I'm sure he's a horrible husband. I'm sure that dude walks around angry all day. He's missing all the time. Always got new injuries and stuff. Can't
Is
can't
anybody
go
else
out.
trying to get in, man?
Mm, no, I wouldn't see that. We would have to we'd have to open it up. You don't you don't like the Batman perspective?
uh, no, what you mean we had to open it up? Why it ain't opened up?
We got to open it up like that, and then we could have more people.
There
So
you
we
go.
should probably have a certain time of the show, where we go, okay, now we're gonna open it up so that it
Nah,
doesn't look
we
like
open
this
it
all
up
the
at the
time.
beginning, man. Shit,
Oh,
we won't
okay.
talk to other people. Me and you've been talking for 10 years.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted a moment with me.
My partner, man. We've been talking, bro. Now I can see the comments and stuff. Okay.
Oh, now you can see them.
I can see.
Yeah,
Right.
there's not many.
That's all right. That's all right. We still learning, man. We trying to figure it out. So anyway, let me say this, man. This is what I'm talking about for real. It's talking about no Batman crap. You know, a lot of people, man, they don't know how to be. Either they don't know how to be, or they really don't really want to be, man. They really don't want to be um, in a relationship, so they don't put forth much effort.
I hear you.
Anytime you got somebody, man, who you've been with, and it's like pulling teeth. Y'all supposed to be together, but it's pulling teeth, man, to get them to do something. Um, See, a lot of people don't have intimacy. A lot of people not good at intimacy, right? They don't
Yeah,
know how to be affectionate. You know what I mean? They either don't know how or they don't want to be affectionate. So that's like something that's not part of their personality. You know what I'm talking about? Now they could be great people, man. They could be awesome. They could be funny. Um, they could have your back when you need somebody to have your back, but they could lack in intimacy. And so much stuff falls under that. Like a lot of people, man, they like to they like to be acknowledged in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And
I hear you.
if you
Yeah,
with somebody, man, and they are not good at that, a lot of people not good at that, man. Then if you have somebody who is yearning for that, that's not gonna work out. And they could be the best person in the world.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or another example is if you're a lady and you like, you know, affection. You like to be you know when you out, you like to have your hand held. You like to be under your guy. But if your guy not really into that, or he refuses to even put forth the effort, you know what I'm saying? Then he's not the right one for you.
I mean, effort. Effort means something different to everybody. So I definitely get what you mean. Because
Yeah,
some people it's good enough just to see you, say hi, hug you, have conversations with you, and then other people they're like, hey, uh, like your girl could be like, hey, you didn't rub my ass when you walked by, like I didn't know you wanted that. Of course, you know.
but you can agree if you know somebody 2 years or longer, you should know them by then, right?
If you communicate well enough, yeah. Or
I
y'all
mean,
y'all could go 2 years and only still know surface stuff. Never talked about your childhood, never talked about high school experiences, what education you're interested in, and just because you're on the go and just have fun with each other or whatever it is. It's possible.
that's sad.
Yeah, that is sad, but I mean,
That's sad, man. If you go 2 years and you don't know some inside stuff about your guy, about your lady, that's sad, man.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, if you're serious about one another, now if y'all just playing around, then you know what I'm saying. I get it.
mm,
But if you truly serious about somebody, then you don't know them after 2 years, man, then you're not trying to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, yeah. That means you're like just good with where you're at, right? Or just whatever activities y'all are doing. Like, oh no, we don't got to talk that much. You might even like stop them when they get too deep. You might even go, oh wait, we're doing that.
yeah,
If you go 2 years, yeah, I agree. You can't really care that much about getting to know them. You're probably running away from getting to know them.
again, like you said, great people, man, but maybe just not the person for you.
Yeah, probably.
If that's something that you yearn for, Now, if it all falls in there together where you don't care, she don't care and you don't care, then okay. But I just don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening that way. I see one, want something a little bit more than the other, and if the other one's not willing to bend a little bit, then it says, you're not really that into that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Are
And
you able
at
to
that
see
point,
these stickers
yeah,
I put on? No.
right. Yeah. And
Okay.
then at that point, that's when all the other stuff start,
Yeah.
the messing around and stuff like that. Because if you're a woman and you yearning for that attention that you're not getting, then you're gonna go find that attention somewhere else.
100%.
If you're a dude and you've been begging for, you know, can you do this? Can you do that? And it never goes on.
Mhm.
Eventually, you're going to find someone that's going to make you feel what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's And then me personally, man, I feel like I don't blame those people. I don't blame the creepers, man. You know what I mean? And people will say all day, well, if that's the case, why don't you just break up with them? Or won't you just leave them? Again, great people, and a lot of people, man, they'll just try to get that itch scratched somewhere else, but they don't want to give up this great person. Because you take the put the intimacy on them, and they could be the perfect people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
it's
just add a little bit of empathy to them and add little understanding, empathy, little like you said, intimacy, and now all of a sudden this smart, kind, and charitable, generous person is also like a great like romantic partner.
great dude, man. Great dude,
Right, right,
man.
right, right.
That's all he was. That's all she been yearning for all this time, man. It's
Yeah.
just a little bit
Listen to
of
me, know me, you know, do
touch
certain things
me,
that I
get to know
like. Right,
me.
right.
Exactly, man. So that's what I mean when I say about great people, man. But they and then see a lot of people, man. If you a late bloomer, with the ladies or with the guys, because everybody not just these dynamos in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's not oozing with this confidence, right?
Right, right.
I mean, you can be somebody who has you can be somebody who's had a few different partners, man. But if you're not confident in that area, then a lot of stuff you're gonna lack in. And if
Yeah.
you're not, but that's the thing though. If you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to learn, to me that makes you a bad partner. You need to just move to the sideline, let somebody who know what they're doing get in there, man. Uh, because I mean, you just taking up space. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
if you're
about?
not willing to learn, I mean, yeah, bad partner and heck, bad anything. If you're a robot, you're bad AI, you know? If you're not willing to learn in any context, uh that's awful, right? I mean, how do you
Right.
grow? How do you adapt? So then you let's say you apply this to a romantic relationship like you're talking about, and you don't know this person, but you want to be with them. Yeah, you don't want to learn them. I don't know how that's gonna work. Then you're just gonna be you with no mix of them.
Well, see,
No.
a
Mhm.
lot of times people want to be with other people because of the resume that they have.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If they have a great resume, nice looking, great job, great foundation,
Mhm.
everybody wants to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to give up that, um, even when you're the one that's yearning for the attention. If
Yeah.
that person with the great job, the great foundation, the great looking guy, but he's just not exciting and intimate and whatever you're yearning for, then you're going to eventually go find it, what I'm saying, somewhere else. And that's somebody else that you get it from.
People.
That's somebody else that you may get it from will be just a filler. But to
I get
me, I
yeah.
mean, if you really dig somebody, man, you'll do what you got to do to, you know, especially if she's talking to you, if she's talking to you and trying to communicate with you, hey, can you? I need you. Will you? Can you please? Da 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 da. And you just refuse to,
Yeah.
and then she go and find a cat named Dexter.
A cat
That's
named Dexter. Oh my gosh. Dexter blowing
that's
her back out.
Dexter is. I mean, not just even blowing her back out, but Dexter is complimenting her. He's playing with her. He's making her laugh.
Yeah.
He's. I mean, he's doing all of these things that she want to get from this
From you.
great guy that she have, but she can't.
Yeah. I hear you.
She
I
can't.
hear you.
So
I hear you.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's tragic because I think people lose people that way, you know? They
they
really
do, man.
want somebody, they really, really want them, they want to be with them, but they just don't know how to be there for them. You
Right.
heard my voice broke on that? Ah, man,
I heard
hit
it.
me right here. They
Yeah.
let me try that again. They really want this person, they just don't know how to be there for them. How do you be there for someone that you love or trying to love? Because you may not even be there yet. But what you said, what you said, a little bit of intimacy, a little bit of learning, a lot of bit of
Right.
learning, being open
Right.
minded, you know,
Right. Right.
You may have to look past a few things that you learn about this person in order to love them and in order to stay with them. You know what I mean, man? So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Hmm.
JC's Whedon. Thanks, man. Hey,
Hey, what's up, Jason
Xavier,
Sweden?
Xavier, go check us out on TikTok.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
do us
yeah.
a favor, tap that screen too. Be sure to tap the screen. I've been learning, man. I've been learning. We gotta say tap the screen, bro.
Tap the screen. What does tapping the screen do? You
You
mean like
you gotta
like
get in. You gotta get in the
like
classroom, man. You
like?
gotta get in the classroom. If they don't tap the screen, then they not joining the live. They just looking at it. We need to
There you
join
go.
the live,
JC
man.
just like the live. Like the live. Go ahead, tap the screen. Yeah. See, I like JC. JC's cool.
I like everybody. Carolyn just joined. Um, y'all go ahead and join the live. We try. We This is something we just
Oh,
learning.
appreciate the
So
rose
so
too. He
so
sent
y'all bear with
in the
us.
rose.
We just learning. But we've been doing this for a while. We just been on other
What?
platforms,
Appreciate it.
and so now we're trying to branch out and get it popping over here.
Yeah, we're trying to burn. I mean, we're still figuring out TikTok. I think you know, we gotta figure out the dynamic of talking to the people. I think on Facebook, it's a different dynamic, you know.
No, not really, man. I mean, we just got to read the comments, and um, we pick and choose who want to. Somebody's trying to join. We pick who we want to join.
Yeah, but I'm
Get rid
saying,
of
you
that.
know, on Facebook, you don't really need that much order because people can't join and stuff. But on TikTok, you know, there's so much more. You need like a little more structure. You got to have a little bit more of a plan. Like, you know, on Facebook,
Yeah, I mean,
that stuff is
I was thinking my boy was gonna have it down packed by now. You know what I mean?
nope. There's a lot of stuff. I just figured out how to put a cowboy hat on. I'm saying, man, you
I
have to
thought,
go
so, I
live.
thought somebody else put. I thought somebody else put the cowboy hat on you, man.
Nah, nah, they can't do that. Can they? See, I don't know.
I think so, bro. I think
Well,
so.
all I'm trying to say is appreciate it, JC. He said, listen, lean on me. He has some soul.
Hmm.
Um, I started thinking of that song. Lean on me when you're not strong. And I'll be your friend. Anyways. No, no, Vince. This is hard to learn because you have to go live to learn it. So most of the stuff that I'm learning is like about.
Well, you got to look at a live, right? No.
Oh, I mean, I've looked at lives, yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't
but
know. We gonna get it, man. We gonna get it. We gonna get it down. It's all good. Uh, yeah, we'll get it, man.
what do
We'll
we
get it
got
popping.
going on in here? We got guest request. Oh, I almost skipped a request. Oh, we got another request. Oh, hey, what's up, JC? How you doing? Oh, you actually want to play the song "Lean on Me"? Yeah,
Oh
I
hell
like that
no,
song.
hell no, man.
he said, he said, hell no. What's up, Sugar Barbie?
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah. JC, stick with us. Stick with us. JC, what do you think? We're all equal here. I like JC. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, real quick, Vince.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's paused. He must be checking messages or something. Well, to say that, yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say is when it comes down to someone having a whole bunch of baby mamas, and we're gonna just be on this topic for like a second, and then we're gonna try and get some other people in. But Vince, wait, hold on. Vince is back. Vince, what was your point in the baby daddy conversation? That was the point you were trying to make.
Yeah, my point was just that, yeah, they don't really ridicule the white cats like they do the brothers, man. I mean, like I said, Antonio Cromartie, you don't know who that is, but he played NFL football. They used to always talk about how many different baby mamas he had, and by and different, and how many kids he had or whatever. And
And by
you know,
they, are you
like I
saying?
said, a lot of these other white cats I didn't even know.
Yeah. By
Society,
they, are you saying
just
it's just
society.
oh
You know what I mean?
everybody? Oh, well, I don't agree. I don't think it's everybody.
Everybody.
Wait, what's JC saying? Hold on.
I heard white.
Not not very on topic, but I love the empathy. Not on topic. No, Vince, you know what this feels like? This feels like one of those moments
What?
where someone kind of gets thrust into like a conversation about race, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? I don't really got a stake in this, but I love everybody," which is a good stance to have. I mean, if you don't,
Yeah,
if you
I do
don't want
too,
to,
man. JC,
if you don't
me
want to
too, man.
go,
I love everybody.
yeah, it's a good stance to have. Yeah, but I just, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Now, now, JC, what do you think about somebody that has, okay, let's say Clint Eastwood. Apparently he has something like 8 kids with 6 different mothers. What do you think about that? So you're okay with him maybe loving all these women and having all these kids? You have no issue with that? I like that. Yeah. So I mean, okay. Well, I think we heard a lot of good stuff. Sugar Barbie, I definitely understand what you're saying. I mean, the black community is harsh on the black community, and then everybody else just adds in on that because they see us going in on each other, right? And yeah. And then I do see JC's point too of love everybody, but hey, it's preferred to just stick with one person because I mean you're messing up a generation of
That's easy.
babies here. That's easier.
I said being a you could be a great person, but not necessarily a good partner, a good wife, a good husband, a good boyfriend, a good girlfriend. I mean,
Yeah,
if you hadn't, if you hadn't picked some of these things up or been
pick them
taught
up.
some of this stuff, or just depending on what kind of person you are, you could be a great person, but just horrible at relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so sad. And that's typically the women who end up with cats and stuff when they get older, and
Uh,
all the kids.
yeah,
Or you could be the guy who ends up in your apartment by yourself, and
mm,
nobody comes to visit him,
man.
and the neighbors are looking out for him.
Right, right, right. And the neighbors checking, making sure he's still kicking in there.
Dad.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Yeah. JC, yeah, sorry, Sugar Barbie. We gotta get, JC, what do you think about that? About someone being probably a great person, but not necessarily the best partner, having some flaws. I agree. Yeah, yeah, because people they move in too soon, they marry too soon, they do all of this so soon. Exactly, exactly. I agree. I agree. Yeah, because I mean, then you find out that this great person that apparently looked so great for the first, week, now you really get to know, okay, yeah, this is what happens when his grandma calls. Did you know he cusses out his grandma? You
Right.
know, like
Well,
stuff
you
like
you
that.
see, you initially fall for the resume. You fall
Right.
for the looks. You fall for the what do you do for a living. You fall for the you know what I'm saying, the initial stuff. And then once you do get to know them, you realize that damn, this person doesn't even
Mm,
really talk in the morning. This person
man.
doesn't, you know what I mean? And you be like, hey, gee, can I have a hug? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's a mic drop. Hey, Vince and I are gonna get back to the two-man show real quick, but we appreciate y'all, and we will definitely, if we see your names again on next shows, and maybe even later on this one, we'll invite y'all back. Sugar Barbie, we appreciate you. JC, new fan favorite, love you. Heck yeah. All right,
Thank you,
let's
brother.
see. We gonna get back to the two squad. I don't know how to do that myself. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. All right, let me get back here. Chilling like a villain. Man, Vince, how do I?
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
wait. I got it. I got it. I got it. All right. It happens that way. Okay. What's up,
Now,
man?
BJ, based off of what we just said, hey Jimmy, man, what's going on, man? Check us out on TikTok,
Yeah,
Jimmy,
yeah.
man.
Check us out on TikTok.
Yeah, check us out on TikTok. Do you now? Let me ask you this, BJ. Based
Yeah.
off what we just said, everything we just said, at any point of any of that, is it okay to step out? Is it
Ooh.
okay if you done begged and pleaded and
Oof.
can you do this? Can we do this? Can let's do this? And you continuously getting turned down or disappointed. At what point? If at any, is it okay to step out?
Uh, no. Well, I mean, when you say step out, you're talking about letting them know it's over, or you're talking about cheating.
I'm talking about creeping. Yeah,
Ah, creeping.
yeah.
So we creep,
See, man,
yeah,
because
we creep down.
people are so quick to say, I mean, won't you just leave this and that? Again, like I said, the resume can be impeccable.
Maybe
And
you don't want to leave.
you be like, you don't want to leave.
You
You
want your
don't want
cake,
to leave.
and you want to eat it too.
You want your cake from that person, and
I hear you.
they don't want to act right to give you the cake, so to speak. So you're not trying to replace them. You just is lacking in an area, and is that fair to you that you lacking in
Man,
this area?
it's definitely not fair. Um, I'll say this. I'll say this. I understand people feeling neglected, and that's where it comes from, right? Maybe
That's
neglect,
a good word. That's a good
maybe
word. Neglect.
maybe they want to feel, maybe they have some, but there's some more that they want. You know, it's like, oh,
Want some
I got
more.
8 out of 10 here, but I really this 2 out of this other two. Oh, if I could just add that in, I'm set. So selfish, comes from a place of being selfish.
Mhm.
Um, man,
Or that other two may be just what's really important to you. Them eight
right,
is okay, but you
right.
would trade two of those eight in for that two you really want.
So your priorities
But
could
if
be
you,
messed up,
yeah,
right? Because if you
right.
ended up with the person that had the unnecessary stuff, but not the necessary, come on. You- So,
Bro,
anyways.
I can't see the comments, man. You gotta put the
Oh,
comments back up there, dog.
I'm surprised why you can't see them.
You have to be. I can see like half of them. What the hell's going on? You gotta read these
You no,
comments, man.
you have to scroll. That's why.
No, no, that ain't it. I can see them earlier.
Oh,
Either
okay,
that or you
okay.
gotta read these comments, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna read them out. So, Sugar Barbie said, if that's not part of an agreement with the both of you, then the answer is no. Man. JC said, "You take my new car, I'll take the old one. It doesn't matter. I'll take it. I'll take half. You take half." I don't really know what that means. I don't know. I don't really know what that means. Um, he said, "Are you giving her the old car for the old, or are you taking the new one? But I'll make sure it runs good." I don't really know what that means. I feel like that's a metaphor that I just don't get.
That makes
But
me
Vince, I mean,
get up.
long story short, or do you get it?
No.
No. Okay. Well, yeah. Long story short, whether it's neglect that the person feels, whether they're selfish, whether their priorities are messed up, either way, none of that is right to step out on someone because that person is with you for a reason. They put their trust and respect on your name, on your
But what
name.
if you don't want to give up that person?
Then
And
that's
you, I mean,
so selfish.
you don't want to give up that person, and I mean, you know, what you're doing is just scratching an itch. This itching.
Scratching an
So
itch.
yeah, you just scratching an itch. You just getting with the guy in the mail room just to because you've been trying to get your guy to take you out and just have a drink at the bar, and he just won't do it. And so you just want
Man,
just the guy in the mailroom just to take you out. The guy been in the mailroom just been begging to take you out at the bar. You've been asking your guy for like a year,
I don't
and
subscribe to women doing that. I don't subscribe to women doing that cuz that sounds like an addict. Oh, you know what? You
an
know,
addict.
an addict. Yes, like
Oh man,
heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, okay?
no
Addict.
man.
Okay? Now I'm not saying like they necessarily are, but that's addict behavior. Okay, look, I got something good here. Let's say I'm a we're talking from a woman or man's perspective, it doesn't matter. Let's say I'm married. I'm a partner, and I just go out and I just can't help but to taste all the other all the other options that I did not marry. You know, I just have to. Let me get a little bit of chocolate. Let me get a little bit of strawberry. I can't help myself because what I have, oh, I love it. Oh, she's enough. I tell her she's enough, but when she turns around, goes around the corner, I'm like, man, she ain't enough. She ain't enough. I need something more. She's got everything except this. She's got everything except this. It sounds like an addict to me. That's
Okay,
what
well,
it
let me
sounds.
ask you this. What if what you're asking for is very much doable and that person just refused to do it? Whether it be
Break up.
time, you just saying, can I get a little bit more time? And that person just refuses. I mean, they come up with every excuse in the world not to give you the time.
What do y'all think? So Vince said, "What do you do in a relationship when somebody just refuses to give you something that you're asking for?" And we're not talking like material. We're talking like emotional
Talking
relationship,
time,
time,
intimacy,
intimacy.
affection,
Yeah,
stuff like that. And they just refuse, but
right,
they like you,
right.
but they just can't, they just can't find it, in their spirit to give you
Yeah.
these things that you're yearning for.
Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. What do y'all do? What do y'all do in that situation when you're yearning for something in a relationship, you've communicated about it, but they just won't give it to you. And they are pretty much saying, "Yeah, you don't need that. I know you're asking for that, but eh, I'm not gonna give that to you. I don't want to, or I can't, or whatever other
I don't
excuse.
feel like it.
I don't feel like it, you know.
Or I
Oh, why
did
you
this.
want
Why?
that? There's something wrong with you for wanting that, whatever their excuses. Okay, Sugar Barbie says when a person refuses to give you what you need, then that's not the person for you. JC, um, um, well, he didn't necessarily answer this question, but he is making some good points. Um, he is making some good points. He's basically saying that hard times create hard people, and there's people that, let's see. He said karma gets back at you for sure, for sure. And in certain situations, you just know it's not gonna work. Yeah, I kind of get what he's saying there.
But
I'm like paraphrasing.
karma gets at people that's doing wrong, right? Is that necessarily wrong?
Well, karma is good and bad in that religion. I mean, first off, you gotta believe in that religion. But I don't. Never mind. Let me not even go there because people use karma regardless of whether they're Hindu or not. They just like the concept of it, right? But karma is good or bad. Like good karma comes when you're a good person. Bad karma comes when you're a bad person.
Mm, okay.
So
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's not
me
only one.
personally, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's right or wrong. If this something you've been yearning for, asking your partner for, and they just refuse to do it, why does that make it wrong? You know what I mean?
Why does it make it wrong to step out or to refuse it?
Right. Yeah. Why does it make it wrong? If my partner is asking me for something more affection, more attention, more intimacy or whatever, I'm into her, I'm gonna bust my ass to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't, or if I don't bust my ass to make it happen, then I gotta let the chips fall because she's communicated with me to ask me and to bring it to my attention. Hey, I need more kisses on the cheek. I need more
Wait
hugs
a
when I see
minute.
you. I need more of this.
Hold
I
up,
need more of
hold
that.
up. Let me ask you this, Vince. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you really believe that point you just made. I hope not. And I'll
I
tell you what.
believe that, bro.
I'll tell you
I
what.
believe that.
Look, you brush your teeth every morning, right?
Yep.
Do you have to? You need to. You believe that?
Yeah,
Do you brush your teeth multiple times a day? Maybe.
a couple times a day.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
That's
you can tell, right?
yeah. I mean, hey,
Come on, man.
Colgate,
Yeah,
Colgate. All right. So
right.
look, would you even play with the idea, like, man, my toothpaste, I really love it, I really like it, but man, sometimes it's just too much for me. So today, I'm gonna go without it. Would you do that?
No,
And why wouldn't you?
I mean that's my toothpaste. What you mean?
That's your toothpaste. I mean, you use it. It's what you need. And if that runs out, you're gonna get another one. But you always gonna use that toothpaste daily, right?
For sure.
You're not gonna even play with the idea of not using toothpaste at all.
Not at all. Yeah, I'm not going to play with that. No,
So, so I mean, what
I
I'm
can't wait to
saying.
hear this point.
So what I'm
I
saying
can't wait to hear
is,
this point.
so if you're with somebody and they're refusing you or something's not working out or whatever, and you see that as an opportunity to step out, that's the same as you taking that no, that's the same as you skipping a day with toothpaste. You're breaking that habit, you're breaking that discipline. Now you're an undisciplined person. Now all of a sudden you're gonna say, well, there's other things that I could let loose on and let go on because I'm already here. I'm already unfaithful. So why not also be this and be that and be this? And it's just like it's a leak. That it's a leak. Why do you call it a leak? Because it's not contained. It's not working how it should. To have a vacuum seal, you can't have no leaks. A relationship needs to be tight, right? A habit, a routine, anything, a relationship has to be tight. Once there's a leak, oh my gosh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah. Mic drop.
First of all, it's not an opportunity. First of all, see, I think that where we're getting crossed up at is that if you ask, if your partner asks you for weeks, let's say even months, I'm lacking, I'm lacking, meaning her in this area, and you the only one can help me out with it. Can you please give me more attention? And you say, yeah, 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 I can do that. 2 more weeks go by, still nothing's changed. She comes back. She says again, listen, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. Nothing has changed. I love you. Can we please spend more time? Yeah, yeah, we could do that. 2 more weeks go by. Nothing has changed. 2 more months go by after that. Nothing has changed. Another 2 weeks after that was 2 months go by. Nothing has changed. So at some point, she's going to throw in the towel and say, I'm tired of beating this dead horse, man. I'm tired of beating this dead horse.
Right.
She's not looking for an opportunity because she wants it to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
So now the opportunity, or whatever you want to call it, starts coming her way. Somebody starts complimenting her at work. And she's already vulnerable because she's been begging you for the most part for
Mm-hmm.
this attention. And you either refuse to give it to her because of you're just comfortable in whatever you're doing or whatever the case may be, but you hadn't gave it to her. So at this point, she takes this mailroom guy up or this partner up, this manager up on, yeah, I'll go have a drink. I ain't doing nothing else. We're not gonna even put it in no sexual deal. She just
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
go
Sure.
have, yeah, she just going
Right.
to have a drink with somebody
He's
and
stepping out and the passive, low key stepping out, not
yeah,
full
on some
blown.
PG rated stuff.
Right. Right.
Because she's just yearning for this attention from a man that she's been begging you for the last 4 months. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing. She's not trying to hurt you. She ain't trying to, nothing like that. But if she's constantly asking her man,
Right.
and her man just is not getting the picture for whatever reason. I just, me personally, I'm one of them people, man. I'm not holding that against her because at some point in some of that
Um,
conversation, he needs to say, my lady keep asking me for this. Obviously, this is something real important to her. So let me try to some kind of way. Let me try to work this out some kind of way.
does it matter? Does it matter if they are married to you?
If who's married?
The couple that's having these problems, the man is refusing the woman
Yeah,
feels the
I
need to step
mean,
out. Does it matter if they're married or not?
yeah, I mean, doesn't matter.
Okay,
Married,
it doesn't matter.
boyfriend, girlfriend, nope,
So
it's just the same.
so basically, and what I'm hearing is, I understand in a at a job, let's say someone's refusing you, you're not getting the promotions, you're not getting the time, the respect, the right projects that you feel that you need to propel your career. So you decide, okay, I'm going to take my talents elsewhere, right? But while I do that and while I figure it out, I'm going to stay at this job because this job is still supporting me, right? I understand that in that aspect because the job isn't emotional or soul tie. There's no emotion into that. I mean, there can be some slight, but not traditionally. But in a relationship, I feel like it's just so much different. I feel like there's so much more of an emphasis on the connection on the emotion side that stepping out for any reason is wrong. I mean, I understand that for this person and for their benefit and their well-being, it might actually be good for them to step out. It may actually be mentally healthy for this person to step out, right? But morally, I just can't, go with that because of the how hardcore it is, the emotional tie to it and like how deep, you know, uh, the reason why we're even in relationships to begin with. Um, that's probably where the word betrayal came from. you know not from somebody stealing a job from you, but from somebody breaking this bond or doing something that breaks this bond between you and another person, like stabbing you in the back. Stabbing you in the back and cheating on you is the same thing to me morally. Morally. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Read those comments, bro. I can't see them.
yeah, let's get to the comments. um
Please.
Okay. JC said, I wouldn't really care if they're just dating you. They don't have to be. They don't have to be married to be friend, or you just have to pick which friends you want to know. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good one. Sugar said it's never good to step out. You come to an agreement or leave. Too many people want to have their cake and eat it too. Yep.
See, sugar, you can't always. You're not gonna always. It's not. It's not just. It's not just easy for everybody to just leave. I hear people say that. Won't you just leave? Just leave. It's just not
I
that
like
easy
that.
to leave, man.
Oh
You
man.
again. You looking at the overall resume,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And a lot of people not gonna leave just because something they're not getting intimacy. If everything else that you're doing is Trump type, they're gonna be like, damn, she got this going on, he got this going on, this going on, this going on. Again, it's not that easy to just leave.
Yeah.
So when people say that, yeah, leave, won't you just leave? It's not. I think those are people. I think those are people who, to me, that says a lot about those type of people who can just leave. You know what I mean? Because if you've been with
Mm-hmm.
somebody 2 years or more, you're just not gonna be able to pick up and leave. You know.
Yeah, but how do you look at that person the same? Well, I guess you've been looking at them different for a long time, so it doesn't matter to you. But how do you? Hmm, I'm not gonna say like how does that person live with themselves because obviously they chose to step out, they chose to cheat. Obviously, they've been feeling neglected for a while, so they're in a place where they're ready to do that. But for the other person, the the unsuspecting, the one that I would call now the victim, because first you were a victim because you were being neglected, but then when you did this, you're not getting even, you're getting over, you're getting over on them. And this other person, they don't know. They don't have the opportunity to do that same thing. They think they're still in the same committed relationship. And that's
I don't even think it's
twisted.
about that other person, man. It's
What?
not. See,
What's the
that's what
point of the
I'm at.
relationship?
It's not about trying to get over or trying to get even or trying to get any of that. That person that's just been yearning for that attention, they just trying to. It's about them. They
Hmm.
don't. They're not trying to do something. They're not trying to do something to just. They're not trying to do something to hurt that person. They just trying to do something to compensate themselves for what they've been begging from their partner for freaking months. That's
I
it.
hear you.
And it don't have anything to do with I'm trying to hurt this other person or something like that. That's why I say if somebody has been if somebody you claim you care about and you're steady, my lady is asking me for something and I claim I care about her. At some point, hopefully sooner than later, I'm gonna try to make that happen. I'm gonna do my best to make that happen. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
if it's especially if it's in my reach, and most of the time, your significant other is not gonna ask you to do something that's not in your wheelhouse or in your reach. And you don't do it, you just don't do it because you just don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
So I mean, yeah, man, it's not. I'm, you know,
So it's okay to cheat. Just tell us it's okay to cheat.
it's not. It's not okay to cheat, man. It's not okay to cheat. But is it okay? Is it okay for you to just keep putting your significant other on the stream?
No,
It's
definitely not.
not. That's not okay either. That's not okay. So now
So
it's not
so
okay to cheat.
so let me try and be open minded and come to you on this and not just be like closed. Oh no no no, cheating blah 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 is bad. Let me like try and come to you on this. So are you saying that by constantly putting your partner on a string and refusing them and really neglecting their needs is dang
Just as
near
bad as cheating.
just as bad as cheating? Okay,
Just as
I
bad as cheating.
you
When you
know
just refuse to do something for somebody who you claim you dig, man, and you just refuse to do it, that's just as bad. So the same, when
I
people be like,
understand
"Well,
you now.
why you gonna cheat? Why don't you just leave?" Well, those people who won't do for their partners or whatever stuff that they're asking them to do, why don't they just
Yeah.
leave? If they don't want to do it, just leave.
Yeah.
If
JC
if
just
we
said
look at it like
something.
that,
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
JC said.
JC just said something really good. He said, and this goes with what you're saying that I'm now understanding. He said, have a woman how you want to be treated. Love your woman how she would want you to treat her. Right. And vice versa. Treat people how you want to be treated. So I get you.
Right,
I get you now
right,
because it's like you may not be cheating on that person, but they got into this relationship, same as you, with something
hmm
specific in mind.
right,
You don't give them that. You restrict them. You basically starve them of this.
hmm
So
right,
I mean, you're nothing better than a bad mother. Let's just I know bring it kind of
right.
like that, right? Like a
Yeah,
mother starving her kid. So then
right.
what's to stop that kid or from leaving the mom,
Going to
going to
somebody
the
else's
neighbor's
house
house
to
to
get a
eat?
sandwich. Yeah,
Right, right, right. Okay. I understand what you mean. And that kid's not going to necessarily want to leave their mom because that's mom.
no,
But
that's
they're
mom.
still hungry, so they're going to go
They
scratch that
still.
itch
Thank you,
and come back.
man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
it, bro. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. But people make people out of villains when they go get that sandwich. I can't believe
Oh,
you done
wait,
went and got another
you went
ham
out. You
sandwich
went out.
from somebody else,
You went out. Yeah.
huh?
Oh, you're back.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you now, but I think you were talking with some fervor, and you just your mic cut out for a second.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but like I said, man, you don't want to go get the other sandwich because you like your mom's sandwich, right?
Right,
But if you
right.
keep going to your mom saying, Mama, can you make me one of them sandwiches you make me? And
Just
she
not
can't do
happening.
it because of this, and she can't do it because of that, and she refused to do it because of this. Eventually, yeah, like you say, if you go get another sandwich from the neighbors, why does that make you wrong?
You know what? I get you because we always talk about the perspective of the person that was cheated on, but not the perspective of the person that did the cheating and how they felt all that time leading up to them cheating. Because
Right.
now we talk about how this person feels, even though all this time they had this other person feeling shitty.
Right.
Now they cheat on you, and now you feel shitty. But since you're the last person that has the shit on their face, you get all the sympathy.
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
you know.
Right.
I get it.
And,
I get
and
it.
and most of the times, the person who is deemed a cheater, they are the one, of course, that get the raw end of the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, his
Right.
ass went and cheated. He a dog. Or she went and cheated. She ain't no good. But don't
Man,
nobody know what led up to that. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know
Nobody
how,
knows. Nobody knows that. Oh, he been
boy.
begging her for months.
I don't know
Nobody
how you
knows that.
did it,
Nobody
man.
knows that. BJ, what the hell you talking about, man?
I'm
Shit,
just trying to say I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you got me to agree that cheating is
man. Look,
okay.
and again, like I said, cheating ain't okay. Cheating ain't okay, but you shouldn't have to beg your partner either. That's not
Yeah,
okay.
I hear
If
you.
you got to beg your partner and they refuse to compensate you, and they can, but just won't, I don't think that the cheater should be ridiculed that bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's
Let
all
me
I'm
let me
saying.
let me read some comments because I hear you.
Got
I hear you. Um, let's see. So we got JC. Okay, Bodine. I did invite him, but he said he's driving. He said you have to be honest and be upfront about what you expect from your spouse, friend, or whatever. Yeah, because if you're honest from the get go and they don't live up to that commitment, then we kind of fall into this territory, right? Yep, neglect. I hear you. I hear you. Let's see. Sugar Barbie said, "That's what I mean, both sides. If you're not satisfied, then leave. You can't have your cake and eat it too." I agree with her on that. Like, I mean, I know it might be hard to leave, but still, I mean, you're not two wrongs don't make a right, right? Two wrongs don't make a right. Uh Sugar Barbie said, "What if that's the straw that breaks the camel's back? Then what?" Well, it looks like there were straws breaking camel's backs on both sides. So it's, but everything does have consequences. I hear you. So, you neglect, you could get cheated on. You cheat on, you could get broken up with. I mean, it's like a back and forth. But how we could avoid it all is if we listen to each other and know what we're signing up for, know what we want. Be upfront and honest from the beginning and stay consistent throughout the entire relationship, right? Oh,
you.
did you did you did you catch that?
I did.
Spit and wisdom. Um, Loki joined. What's up, Loki? Uh, JC said honesty, respect, don't neglect. Bam. Oh, and this is different, but JC was just kind of throwing this in. He said, if your wife gave birth to those kids, that dad or you don't have any right taking them away from the mom. I mean, I get what he's saying though. It's a little off topic, but it still falls in the realm of love. You got to remember, JC is talking about love this whole
Yeah,
time. He's like, you know what? Conflict is yada yada yada, but love, you know.
yeah, yeah. He was born in the 70s.
Oh man,
Uh,
peace, love, all that.
mhm. On the book. Vegas says, so is it easier to cheat? No, it's nothing. None of it's easy. I mean, no, it's not easier to cheat. The easy part is if you both dig each other and your partner is asking you to do something, then just do it if you dig them. I mean, that's the easy part. No, it's never easy to cheat. Cheating falls under. I mean, once you cheat, man, it's just a whole snowball effect of lies. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, that can turn into one big is show. Nobody wants to do. I mean, if you once you become a grown up as a guy and a grown up as a lady, man, nobody wants to go through that crap. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to
for
go
real.
through it. I
Yeah.
mean, no, it's never easy to cheat. Um, Jerry said they want attention um, that they're not getting from the partner. Yeah, that's basically it, man. And if they continue, like I said, man, if you go 4, 5, 6 months asking your significant other for, what I'm saying, attention that you yearn for from them, and I'm talking personal attention that you can only get from them, attention that they only give you,
Mm-hmm.
and they constantly refuse, then I mean, in my opinion, they just don't want to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear
In
you.
my opinion, man, they just don't. They just refuse to do it. But like again, like I said, some people just not good at it, man. They just not good at that part. You know, um, and there's a lot of people out there that's just not good at it. They don't know how to be open. They don't know how to let their guard down. They don't know how to be intimate. They don't know how to do a lot of these things. So they're not going to do it because they
Mhm.
hadn't been taught by a guy or a girl. Because a lot of times when you with somebody, you may be lacking in some of those areas, but you'll get with a guy who will show you how. Nah, this is you supposed to. Yeah, like you supposed to do this like this. You supposed, come on, get on up on me. You supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. Or if you and vice versa, you get with a lady sometimes, and you a guy man that's just kind of in reserve. You know, if you really like this gal, you'll let her, you'll allow her to show you some things. Like, shit, when I come home, you need to be wrapping them big old arms around me. You know what I'm saying?
Wrap them
So,
big old arms around
and if you
me.
if you dig her, then you will be open to it. If not, then you'll continuously be closed. But at some point, she's going to, after coming in after a year and you still not responding, then she's gonna be like, man, this man. I mean, at that point, then her energy is gonna start to change. You know what I'm
Bottom
saying?
line, bottom line, if you did wedding vows, now I don't know too much about wedding vows. I do know one thing is in there. One thing about um like not cheating or basically staying committed to each other. Not necessarily like not cheating, but it's like they say it in a very general way, right? Just like till death do us part, don't step out on the marriage, blah blah blah. I
Right,
think that means something on both sides. I think it means don't like neglect me, and I think it also means don't betray me,
right,
right?
yeah,
Don't neglect me, don't betray me. So
right,
if you do one of those things, you've already broken it.
hmm,
I understand that. I understand that. Um,
right,
I think when you're not married, it's it's a little more difficult to really um here, let me just say what I'm trying to get at. Let's say this happens. You neglect somebody and then they cheat on you. I think it is the best thing in the world for someone to be able to see what they did wrong, why this person did what they did wrong, talk about that, get through it, and move on and do something better together. I think that would be the best thing in the world. But most people aren't going to have the perspective of what you're talking about. The person that did the neglecting, they're not going to want to hear that. They're going to be like, "You cheated on me." Bottom line, blah blah blah. They're not. And then the other person that cheated is even more heartbroken. They're like, "See, you can't even see what you've been doing to me for all these years." You
Yeah,
know.
you're right.
so,
You're
so
right. You're right. You're
it's
absolutely right.
heartbreak on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's harder to get over in a marriage because of those vows.
Right.
But that's
Right.
when it's most important because of those vows.
Right. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, man, people just say, just leave. Like Sugar said earlier. And yeah, I mean, if you feel like that, this person never gonna change, then it probably is best for you to leave. Um, but then on the other hand, if you are the one that does the neglect and you're never going to, you're never going to do some of these things that this person is steady yearning for, then you should free them. I think it goes both ways. Free that person and allow them to be with somebody who actually wants to be with them. Versus, because I think if you neglect somebody, man, you really don't want to be with them.
Right. And if
You feel me?
yeah,
If you're neglecting
yeah.
somebody on an intimate level, you really don't want to be with them. You're just hanging around for something else, but it's not because you want to be with them.
Now,
And if
Vince, I
that's the
mean,
case, then hmm?
yeah. No, yeah. If that's the case, then
No. And if that's the case, then yeah, you should free those people. Or I mean,
yeah.
I don't think the cheater has to be the one that always, okay, well, before I cheat, I'm gonna leave.
Right.
You know.
Right. Um hmm. Wow. I mean, that was powerful. I was just gonna say really quick on a funny tip. The so I'm not gonna say this again. Like got me understanding why it's okay to cheat because I know that's not what you mean.
It's
That's
not, man. It's not.
but
No.
you know how you kind of got me understanding, seeing the other side, right, of why someone
Yeah.
would cheat after they're being neglected, and why that's not really different than what the person did that neglected them in the first place.
Right. Right.
Now, and then you said this. You said, uh, when you neglect someone, that obviously means you don't want to be with them. Now, then there's some people, and I would really love if someone was on here tonight that could. I mean, no one wants to come out as that person, but if someone could be vulnerable, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if someone tonight could be vulnerable and come down to the front of the pulpit, okay, and just explain why you not like why you neglected someone, but like you neglected someone, and why you felt like that did not mean you didn't want to be with them.
Mm.
Why you felt like that did not mean that you wanted the relationship to end just because you neglected them.
Right.
If
Yeah.
anybody could explain that side, that'd be interesting. I don't think I'm ever gonna understand that side, but then again, I would have said before this, I would have never understood the side that you
Right.
made tonight.
Right.
Oh, phone.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm not gonna understand that side. Why neglecting somebody? You can throw in the "I've worked so much" thing or whatever. Um, but I don't even think that flies.
Mm.
So you take that away. You take that away. The time and I work so much. Da 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 da. Because when you do get with that person, I think you should go above and beyond. If there's somebody you really dig,
Yeah.
and then that's going to make up for that lack of, because you do work so much, because you do have, like some of these ball players who be on the road, or some of these actors that be on the
Hmm.
road, and what I'm saying, they girls aren't with them, or they guys aren't with them, but then when they do get together, they should really really make it count.
Well,
But
let
when
me
you
ask you this.
but mhm,
Let's say you have a car, because I have to make a metaphor of where it makes sense first, and then bring
okay,
it back to relationships to see if it works. Let's say you have a car. You rely on it, you love it, you know you need it, but you don't clean it. Don't give it oil changes. Don't, you always let the gas go down to E.
Mm-hmm.
What? What's that
No,
face? You're
go
like,
ahead.
huh?
No,
You said
no,
people
no,
do
no.
that? No, no, no. But you always let the gas tank go down to E. Don't give it oil changes. Don't clean it. Um, but you know you need it, and you use it all the time. Um, and eventually that car is gonna break down.
Right.
Now, the reason why that person neglected the car was it almost always is the first time, oh, I didn't know I needed to do all of that. But then after the first time, if you do it again and again and again, you can't care, right?
You don't care enough.
But
Exactly. You
but you keep
don't
getting a
care.
car.
Yeah.
So is it selfish?
Um, I think it is a bit selfish, man. You just, but again, like I said earlier, I think a lot of people that neglect don't know that they are those kind of people.
For the first time, sure, right? But once it's been explained to you,
Well, for the first time, you would think, yeah, but if they feel like, well, I don't change the oil and I don't do this, but I keep tires on it.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So a lot of people look at, well, I may not be giving time and I may not be doing this, but I give you money.
Mm, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
no,
falls
that's
in,
ooh, that's worse.
yeah, it falls, you know what I'm saying? The neglector,
Yeah.
they start trying to, like you said earlier, man, that's a great point, man. And if somebody come in and because no neglector is going to say, I deserve to be cheated. You know what? That's not true. Because I've seen videos of some guys and some ladies, man, who said, I neglected her and now she's happy with this guy and this and that, and this and that. And I wish her the best. And vice versa. So,
It's a
but
good
the
thing.
problem is a lot of times they don't realize it till it's gone. You heard that
Right.
before?
Right.
So when it's gone, then they'll realize, oh, all I had to do was take her out once a month.
That's all?
That's all I had to do. And I lost her because I couldn't take her out once a month and I couldn't call her in the morning or I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when you in that, you take all of that for granted. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yep.
And that kind of ends up biting you in the ass because you take it for granted. And but it's rare, especially once they get cheated on. Oh yeah, she just a hoe,
Mhm.
or oh he just ain't no good. He just a dog.
Mhm.
Well, what did he do to get up to that point? What did she do? What when did she was she a hoe when you first got her? No, we was together. Okay, well what led her up to hoeing? What was she
Right.
wasn't getting now to where she's hoeing? It's
Right.
got to be something. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some a holes out here that just I'm talking about, and I only want to talk about grown ups.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, people do grow up, man. Even men. We hardly don't get the respect for that. But a lot of times, men, and it takes some longer than others, but eventually, men will grow up.
Yeah.
And when they do, all they want to do is be with their lady, go to work, make a future, and just chill out.
Yeah.
And which is the downside of it, and it's easy, and it's you keeping money in your pocket and all of that, man. But even with that, it's just hard sometimes. People just like I said, the ones that's doing the neglecting, they don't get it. But I just don't feel like I said, cheating is never right. But I don't feel like the cheater always got to get kicked on the ground and get kicked in the stomach because
Yeah.
he just wanted some or she just wanted.
Yeah.
Damn, I've
Yeah.
been begging my dude for the last 8 months.
I hear you. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So that's it, man.
I
That's
mean,
all.
wow. Wow. That was impressive. I mean, I think you literally just got some cheaters off the hook. I don't know how you did it. That's Can you do that with murderers? Can you get some murderers off the hook?
And it's some neglectors who are never going to see it that way.
Right. Right.
They're never going to see it that way. I don't care. He should have just left. I don't care. She should have just left.
You never do that
Again,
to a person. When
again,
someone
like
loves
I
you,
said,
you don't
man,
cheat on them. Well, what did you do? You don't neglect them. How about that? I can hear
you,
you. I
there
hear
you
you
go.
now. I hear you
Your
now.
scenario earlier about the sandwich man was on point. You heard me? You
Thank you.
want this sandwich from your mom? She just don't. She just won't do it, man.
Yeah.
She just will not make that sandwich for you. So you go
Yeah.
to the neighbors, and I just went over there to get a sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Now
mean,
you a
you
low
really
life.
watered down my metaphor now. Now, okay. Now, if you want to hear it again, just
No, it
ask
was
me.
good. It was good. It was great, man.
If you want to hear
It
it
was
again,
great.
just ask me. Don't water it down. Okay.
It was great, man. I think it was great because it was very understandable.
Yeah.
People could understand what you're saying, and it kind of tied it in there together, you know, to what we was talking about.
Well, you know
Let's
one
finish
thing
off
about
with
that. Well, real quick, one thing about that. That's how you know if I really know what you're talking about. If I can
right,
make an analogy about it, because that's how I understand things. It has to relate. If it doesn't,
right,
I'm just trying. I'm just,
right,
I'm just at the water level. Just, I'm trying. I'm trying.
right, right.
But anyways,
Yeah,
what we doing?
let me get something,
Comments.
man. The
All right.
comments, dog. I wish
Comments.
I could see them.
Comments.
Hey, I wish I could see y'all comments, man. Um, we would be shooting them off. It's always better when me and BJ both read the comments, but I can't. Unfortunately, I can't see them.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know why you can't see them. I think you just gotta click something.
I
But
see it like all I see right now. Be proud of who you are and people that are not. That's
yeah,
all I
put
see.
put your finger on it and scroll it. That's what I have
No,
to
I'm
do.
doing that. You trying to be funny?
No, I'm serious.
Mine,
That's what I have to do.
yeah, mine not scrolling, partner.
Oh, dang. All right. Uh, let's see. JC said, well, let me scroll up. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. All right, let me stop right here. Sugar Barbie said, you will always be looking for the next itch to scratch. Mm, mm, mm. Um,
I disagree, man. I disagree.
Man. Well, I mean, she's just saying once you start, it doesn't stop.
I
But you
disagree.
disagree? You think if that
I
person comes
disagree
around,
totally.
stops neglecting them, that cheater will
I
stop
do think
cheating?
so. I think a grown up will stop because they don't want to cheat no way.
Mm.
It's only because of what they're.
Oh, they're reluctantly taking the D. I don't want to do this. I just
And like I
need it.
said, it might not even get to that point. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
But
right. They
no,
may
I
just
don't.
play with fire and not. I hear you.
But do I think if you once a cheat? No, I don't believe that, man. I don't
Oh,
believe
okay,
that.
okay. Let's see.
I think the
JC.
neglector is just to blame as the cheater.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to that. Neglectors just to blame as a cheater. Yeah, yeah. That I agree with that, but I'm gonna come back to that. JC said when mom left the guy, she was so happy to meet her son again because he kept her away for so many years. Hold on. He was talking about a long story. Let me make sure I read the relevant parts. The Sugar Barbie said I neglected a person because they wanted me to do something that I did not want to do. You may not be in the same thing. You may not be into the same things. That's why you should compromise before you cheat.
There you
Hmm.
go. They wanted me to
Um,
do something I did not want to do.
hmm. Let's see.
And
Bodine
if
said
that's
once
the case, then you let it be known. Hey, I don't want to do that. I don't think it's gonna work out.
let it be known from the get go.
Yeah.
Bodine said once you cheat, the trust is gone. The relationship is damaged. Um, but like we're saying, once you neglect, it could be the same thing too. Trust is gone. You know, relationship is damaged, but it can come back if people start acting right and people understand that they both did wrong.
I think so.
Uh, JC says, um, treat your women with respect, take her out, spend time with her. He said, don't be a homebody. There's plenty of places to go, nice restaurants, many garage sales, things like that. He said, there's not many reasons to neglect your woman.
It's
He
not.
said, yeah, go out
It's
with
not.
your woman
He's right.
sometime.
He's right. It's absolutely not. And if she has to constantly ask you, I mean, what do you
Yeah,
want her to do?
she's gonna be saying, baby, I didn't want to take the D. It just scratched an
I
itch.
ain't gonna take it. He took me out and got me a steak, so I feel obligated. No, I'm just joking.
No, no. Let's see. We got another comment. Says that comes down to people and their desires, which change all the time. Um, be proud of who you are, and yeah. Oh, one more thing. If you communicate with your partner, then it won't get to the point of cheating. Bam.
You would think that, right? That's true.
Well, it has to
Communication
be
is
effective.
it has to be effective because
Right.
you can communicate. See,
True.
this is what I'm talking about. Communication comes with this.
Right.
You're asking, you're damn near begging and pleading. You know what I'm saying? So, what if you communicated and then he still won't budge? Or he
What if
just
you communicate?
says, he says, okay, all right, baby, I got you. I got you. Scenario earlier. 3 weeks later, nothing has changed. You
Right.
go back to the drawing board. Baby, what's
To it.
up? You said we was gonna do this. Baby, I got you. Don't worry. Next week, this and this and this and this. 2 weeks later, nothing.
Bam.
And this goes on for 7, 8 months.
Whew.
At what point do you realize that, oh, he just don't want to do it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep. And I know that's loud. I just had to put up a banner on Facebook. I got to make sure I leave that up. I mean, it's already we're wrapping up now, but you see the banner I just put up so people know.
Right.
But okay. Vacation is a wonderful thing. Yes, it is. That could save a lot of relationships, huh? Ah, man. All right. Oh, so I said I was gonna come back to something. I know we're wrapping up, but
Mhm.
man, the I just can't get over the fact of how you effortlessly convinced me and got some of these cheaters off the hook. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm gonna be blunt. The only way I could have ever gotten to that conclusion myself is if I had cheated and I wasn't being my side wasn't being listened to and I felt like, wait a minute, and I'd seen a new side because now I'm on this side and I'm like, wait, I didn't cheat for no reason. I felt unloved. Like that's the only way I could have come to that conclusion. So I have to ask you, is that how you stumbled across this perspective, or have you just had this open-minded just you already had the initiative to be like, let me think about why someone would even, because not everybody cheats for the same reasons. Like,
Right.
how did you get to that?
I'm one of those people, man. I feel like that it's nothing you shouldn't do for your somebody that you care about, your whoever, your husband, your wife, your gal, your guy. Once you in a committed something, it's nothing you should do. You shouldn't do. You shouldn't be able to do within reason. And both of y'all know what those boundaries are and what they're not. So 9 times out of 10, you're not going to ask your significant other to do something that you know that they're not willing to do. So if you ask them to do something and then they just refuse to do it over and over and over again, man, and then that person decides, I've been bet. you should never have to beg your significant other to do something. That's just my
Mm,
thing. And so
mm,
by saying that, I just don't always feel like the cheater is the one that should just get kicked while they're on the ground, because
okay.
every cheater is not just an a-hole that's out here just trying to mess with every Tom, Dick, and BJ. You know what I mean?
So you've had experience with begging your significant other for that attention, and you were like, man, I could see how I could end up in
Well,
this.
I've known lots of people, and I've known
Okay,
lots of
okay.
people in that situation that was
You
on the
saw the side.
beggar side.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? And like,
right.
damn, man, she just won't do so and so.
Yep.
And these are conversations that's been had, because you got to understand, I've been working a lot of years. I played ball a lot of years. So I've known a lot of different men. I've known a lot of different women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Wow.
And women as well on that side, just can't get the husband to do stuff that's in reason. And a lot of that stuff, you don't even have to hear the other side.
Right.
If this is somebody that you're with and she's asking you, can we go out just once a
Ooh.
month? Can we go to dinner once a month? I don't see, I don't see nowhere, no how, no way, unless he locked up in the military. Nobody works 31 days out the month.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody works 31 days out the month. So if this woman
Nobody.
can't get you to go take her out to eat one day out the month, then it's just because you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm stretching it because I say 31 days, but most people get at least, I don't know, 10 days off. Let's just say 10 days off out the month.
Right.
Everybody get at least 10 days off out the month. Like I said,
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
only exception is the
10
military.
days. 10 days.
I'm just
Out
saying
of
at
the
least 10 days off.
out of a month?
Or at least what's the weekend? Two, four,
At
six,
least
at
8?
least 8 days out, at
Oh,
least 8 days.
but I want that extra 2 days.
Six
Sorry.
or 8 days off. You know what I'm talking about. But my point is that, and again, you got a lot of people, man, that's just no good. You
Yeah.
do. You have a lot of people that's just no good. You have a
Right.
lot of women that just mess around just because. You have a lot of guys that just mess around just because they can. But when you get to a certain level in your life, you don't even put yourself in a situation.
Mm,
Meaning you're not looking for it. You're not
mhm,
hanging out in certain spots where
mhm,
single people tend to hang out at. You
mhm,
spending more time at the house. You spending more time with your lady. You at work. She knows where you at. He knows where you at most of the time.
mhm.
So no, a lot of people aren't just grimy as hell and looking to cheat. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A
Right.
lot of times it's just after begging for weeks at a time from the person that they digging, and they
Well,
still can't get it. To me, that's just horrible, man. That's horrible.
we don't have to pull it out of you like on live on whether it was your personal experience or you've ever had personal experience with that. But what you're saying is that you've just known enough people that have been on that side, on the begging side. And that's interesting because I haven't. So I'm just wondering how I would have even gotten to this opinion. But that's a good point. Like if I had known people on the begging side and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sympathizing with them, right? I'm like, man, that's awful.
Mm.
I'm not necessarily telling them, just like I'm sure you weren't. I'm not necessarily telling
Right.
them, go ahead and cheat, you
No, no, no,
deserve
no,
it.
no.
But
No.
I'm seeing like, wow, like I'm seeing the hurt caused by the
Mm.
neglect. And that seems
Right.
nearly equivalent. It is equivalent to
It
if
is.
someone were to cheat. So you'd be like, if your friend did it, you wouldn't even judge them. You'd be like, yeah, I see why you did it. I didn't
I
tell you to
mean,
do it, but I see why you
not
did it.
only would you not judge him, but if the roles were reversed and you thought like I think, you won't even judge her.
Hmm.
If your buddy was telling you, yeah, man, she keep asking me, man, I don't feel like doing that, man. I don't go do that, dog. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't feel
Right.
like doing all that, man. And I'm like, so your lady keep asking you to take her out to dinner, and you keep telling her, "Oh, dog, you just don't understand, man. I just don't, man. I come home, man. I don't feel like doing all that stuff, dog. I don't even get put no
Right.
clothes on. I don't do that, man. Won't we just can't we just stay at the house, man? She don't want to stay at the house, dog.
No. No.
She
She
want to
doesn't.
put some clothes on, put a nice dress on, some heels, and go out with her man. So I'm on that side. I'm on her side with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So if she get this dude Craig to take her out, or she meet Craig, why does that necessarily mean she got to get kicked in the stomach? I don't, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't, yeah, that's my thing.
I
She
hear
can't
you.
get
Okay.
her dude to do it.
I'm on board.
Man, you heard of people sometimes just do stuff to get caught. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I mean that's just like why not just break up at that point? You're just doing stuff to get caught.
Cause they don't want to. They still want their significant other, man. Yeah,
We're back at the start,
yeah,
man.
man. Y'all just like, man, won't you just leave here? Just leave. Look, man, it's hard out here, man. People, you can. That's why
Yeah.
this conversation started with great people.
Mhm.
Great people, remember? So you
Yeah.
got a
Great
great
people.
person on your hands, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave this great person.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Yeah.
times, man, I'm gonna let him find something in my phone just so he can pay me some attention. Just so he think that I'm, somebody else
Yeah.
looking at me.
Maybe that'll shock the system. Maybe he'll act right. Maybe he'll feel like, oh, I could lose me. Right.
Man,
I
a
mean,
lot
not
of
lose
people
me,
will
but
take that
lose.
chance, man. A lot of people will take that chance, men and women, and they'll take a chance on you finding a number in their phone, or they'll purposely get raggedy and leave something around for you to find. Those
Right.
people, man, they want you to find something to make you just jumpstart you to act right. That's it. And they ain't necessarily,
That's that's a gambler. That's a gambler.
it's a gamble. It's a
Yeah.
gamble. But people will go to
Yeah.
that extreme, man.
Hey
Did you see
everybody
that? Did you
watching,
see
go
that
ahead,
movie Love and
tap the
Basketball?
screen, tap the screen, like the
Yeah.
live. Say that again.
You seen that movie Love Basketball with Omar Epps and
Oh, of course. Yeah.
okay. So remember when he was trying to talk to his gal that night about his dad cheating on his mom, and she was like, "Oh, I got to go." Okay, so you forgot. So he was talking to Sanaa Lathan. That was his
Yeah.
gal at the
Yeah.
time, and
Uh-huh.
he was down, man. He was feeling, and she was like, "Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go." So his thing was, "Look here, man. If you love me, man, you'll get in trouble. You ain't gonna have to do nothing but run, maybe, or not start.
Mm.
I need you right now. I'm crumbling."
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
like, "I
Where are you
gotta go."
going? Yeah.
She had to go. So she
Yeah.
leaves. He knows she coming by. He in there getting ready to go to Burger King with another chick.
Uh, uh, uh.
And so
Mm,
later he
mm.
said, so she was like, what's she at? Won't you go? He like, look here, man. I gotta take her to Burger. I gotta let you see me with her to get some attention from you.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Cause that was his whole motive, man. He wasn't
Who wrote
he
that?
was like, I
Dang.
can't remember who wrote that.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
he was
They
like, man,
they
I'm
were.
not into her, man. I done that shit to spark you up.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
Man. That was in some advanced story writing right there. Some good
That was
directing. I gotta watch the movie again because I don't remember all the little details. I've seen Brown Sugar, I've seen Love and Basketball, like I've seen those
yeah,
those
that was
you know,
good, man. Oh
but
my Epps and
yeah, man.
mm-hmm.
Whew.
Hey man, listen, man. Take your show off, dog.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Just
Already.
end it. You're not gonna say nothing.
Now, man, listen, man. I appreciate everybody for being in, man. Y'all keep jumping in here, man. Me and BJ, we trying to get this TikTok thing going, man. We still on Facebook the way we doing it. We don't know if it's cool. We don't know if it's not cool. We just trial and error right now, but we trying to make it happen. We we really enjoy you guys being in, man. Um, checking us out, man. We like more people to join in. We like to bring more people in, man. And I know we know some of y'all shy, and that's okay,
It's
but we're
okay.
gonna continue to keep this thing rolling, man. But again, we really appreciate it. The content. I know a lot of this tonight, man. I would have liked to hear from some of y'all to see what you really, really thought. You know what I mean? Because this is a pretty sketchy thing to say, about the whole cheating and thing. I'm sure most of the ladies like, hell no, that ain't cool. Hell
Yeah.
no, but hopefully anything we talk about, man, I know I try to take something out of it when we all respond or whatever. I know BJ takes stuff out of it, and I hope y'all can take something out of what we saying. So again, y'all, we're gonna start at 7 o'clock now. We'll be back Wednesday, right, BJ?
We'll be back Wednesday.
We'll be
Two
back
days.
Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We're gonna do it a little bit early now. So listen, y'all come back and check us out, man. And until then, have a good Tuesday. Everybody be safe. Holla.
Oh no.